There's a kind of pain that doctors can't name. You've felt it. That pressure in your chest at 3 a.m. when nothing's wrong on paper. The fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. The chills that crawl up your spine when the room isn't cold. The headache that arrives the second you sit down to pray. You've been told it's stress. You've been told it's anxiety. You've been told to drink more water and get more sleep. And maybe you've nodded along. Because what else are you supposed to do? But somewhere deep inside, you knew. You knew this wasn't just a body thing. You knew something else was happening to you. I'm George, and I want to talk to you today the way I'd talk to someone sitting across from me at my kitchen table. Because what I'm about to share with you is the truth that the doctors can't see, the friends can't explain, and the world can't understand. But the 144,000 chosen ones know it in their bones. Literally, in their bones. These pains you've been carrying, they're not random. They're not malfunctions. They're not weakness. They are the signs. The physical fingerprints of a spiritual process that's happening inside of you, whether you signed up for it or not. And today, by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what your body has been trying to tell you all along. Stay with me. Don't click away. Because if you've ever wondered why you feel everything more deeply than the people around you, why your body reacts to things theirs doesn't, why something inside you keeps stirring even when you try to ignore it, you're about to get your answer. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Hit that bell. I don't want you to miss what's coming next on this channel, because we're walking through something holy together. Now let me tell you something most people will never understand. Your body and your spirit aren't two separate things living in the same house. They're woven together, threaded into each other like the warp and weft of a single piece of cloth. What happens to one happens to the other. And when God begins to awaken something in your spirit, when He starts to stir the calling that He placed in you before you ever drew breath, your body is the first thing to feel it. Think of it like this. When a woman is pregnant, her body changes long before anyone else can see it. There's nausea, there's exhaustion, there's a strange sensitivity to smells and sounds and lights. She didn't ask for those symptoms, but her body knows something is growing inside her, and it begins to make room. That's what's happening to you right now. Something holy is growing inside of you. Something placed there by the hand of God before you took your first breath. And your body is making room for it. The pain is the stretching. The chills are the recalibration. The fatigue is your nervous system trying to carry a weight it's never carried before. Your energy field, the spiritual atmosphere around you, is expanding. New frequencies are moving through you. Old wounds are surfacing because they have to come out before the new can come in. And your body, this earthly tent that Paul talked about, is doing its best to keep up. You ever notice how you feel everything? Not just your own emotions, but the emotions of people around you. You walk into a room and you can tell who's been crying. You sit next to someone on a plane, and by the time you land, you feel drained, like they pulled something out of you without ever opening their mouth. That's not your imagination. That's not you being dramatic. That's you being a chosen one, with a wide-open spirit absorbing everything in your atmosphere, and your body is paying the price. The nervous system in a chosen one runs different. It's like the difference between an old radio and a satellite receiver. You're picking up signals other people can't hear, and your body has to process every single one of them. That's why you can't sleep some nights. That's why you wake up at 3 a.m., like someone called your name. And the release, that's the hardest part to talk about. Because when your spirit starts to awaken, your body starts to release everything it's been holding on to. Old traumas, old shame, old fear that you thought you buried 20 years ago. It all starts to come up, and it comes up through the body, through pain in your back where you've been carrying it, through tightness in your throat where you swallowed your truth, through pressure in your head where the lies of the enemy got planted. This isn't punishment. I need you to hear me say that again. This is not God punishing you. This is God preparing you. Now let me walk you through the 7 pains, because every single one of them carries a message, and once you understand what they're saying, you'll never look at your body the same way again. The first one is chest pain, that pressure right in the center of your chest, especially when you're praying, especially when you're alone, especially when you're worshiping. It feels like a hand pressing down on you. Sometimes it feels like your heart is going to crack open right there. That's because it is. That's the heart chakra opening, what the Bible calls God taking out the heart of stone and giving you a heart of flesh. Your heart is expanding to hold more love than you've ever been able to hold before, more compassion, more empathy, more of God Himself. And an expansion like that doesn't happen without pressure. It doesn't happen without stretch marks on the soul. I've talked to chosen ones who feel this most when they're around suffering people. They walk into a hospital and their chest tightens. They watch the news and their chest aches. That's not anxiety, beloved. That's intercession rising up out of you. That's the Spirit of God groaning through you for a world that doesn't even know it's lost. The second pain is in your neck and your spine. That tightness that no chiropractor can fully fix. That stiffness that comes back the day after the massage. That low-grade ache that lives between your shoulder blades like a houseguest who refuses to leave. This pain is about absorption. As a chosen one, you absorb energy from everyone around you. The coworker who hates her job, the stranger at the gas station who just got bad news, the family member who's been carrying secret bitterness for 30 years. You pick all of that up. Your spine, which is the structural support of your body, takes the hit, and the neck. The neck is about alignment between what you feel and what you say. If you've been silencing yourself, swallowing your truth, holding back what God put inside you to speak, your neck will let you know. That's why so many chosen ones have thyroid issues, throat issues, neck tension that won't quit. Your body is begging you to say the thing. The third pain is pressure between your eyebrows. Right there, in the middle of your forehead. Sometimes it pulses, sometimes it burns. Sometimes it feels like someone is pressing a thumb right into that spot for hours. That's the third eye activating, that spiritual sight coming online. The Bible calls it discernment, that ability to see what's really going on behind what people show you, to know things you have no logical way of knowing, to walk into a situation and just sense the spirit of it before anyone says a word. If you've been feeling this pressure, it means your intuition is sharpening. You're being given eyes that see beyond the surface. And like any muscle that's never been used, it hurts when it first wakes up. But this is a gift. This is one of the most beautiful gifts the 144,000 carry. The ability to see what others miss. The fourth pain is the weight on your shoulders. And I don't mean the metaphorical weight. I mean the actual physical sensation that someone has draped a heavy coat across your shoulders and forgotten to take it off. You feel it most when you're tired, when you've been pouring out into other people all day, when you've taken on a burden that wasn't even yours to begin with. Because that's what chosen ones do. We pick up burdens. We carry weights for people who don't even know they handed them to us. Your shoulders are reminding you of your assignment. They're reminding you that you carry something holy, something heavy, something that matters. But they're also reminding you that you're not God. You can't carry it all. You have to learn, and I'm still learning this myself, to lay things down, to set the weight at the feet of Jesus and walk away from it, to trust that He can carry what you can't. And right here, before I take you into the next pains, I have to stop and say something to you, because if you've made it this far into this video, it's not by accident. You didn't stumble onto this. The algorithm didn't just happen to throw this in front of you. You were sent here. Something inside of you was searching, and heaven heard the search, and the search led you here. So listen to me carefully. What you just experienced was not content. It was a mirror, and mirrors demand a decision. If you are ready to go to the root, to finally understand why you think, feel, and perceive differently from everyone around you, the secret protocol carries the 7 keys that reveal what God placed inside you before you ever drew your first breath. Full audiobook included for every moment of your day, plus the awakening map as a bonus. The 5 stages of spiritual awakening, mapped with clarity, showing where you are right now and what the Spirit is releasing in this season. Link pinned in the first comment. Not for much longer. And you did not make it to the end without a reason. I'm telling you this not because I want to sell you something. I'm telling you this because I built this exact thing for the chosen one, who is sitting where you're sitting right now. Feeling crazy in a world that has no language for what you're going through. The 7 keys are the language you've been missing. They're going to put words to the things you've been feeling but couldn't name. The audiobook is there because I know some of you are too tired to read. You can listen while you drive, while you clean, while you fall asleep. And the awakening map will show you exactly where you are in the journey. Because once you know where you are, you stop being lost. Go get it. Pinned comment right now, before this window closes. Now let me keep going, because there are 3 more pains I need to show you. The 5th pain happens at night. You wake up, every night, same time. Usually somewhere between 2 and 4 in the morning. Your eyes snap open and you're wide awake. even though you haven't slept enough and you don't know why. That window, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., is what the old saints used to call the spiritual hour. It's the time when the veil is thinnest, when the noise of the world quiets down, when heaven leans in close and starts to speak to those who can hear. If you're waking up in that window, your spirit is being summoned. You're being called into a meeting that your conscious mind didn't schedule. A lot of chosen ones have leg and foot pains during these hours. That's because your body is releasing stagnant energy. All the heaviness you picked up during the day, it's draining out of you through your lower body. Stretching before bed helps. So does putting your feet on the ground, what some people call grounding. Going outside, feeling the grass or the dirt under your bare feet, letting the earth pull the dense energy out of you. Some of you get the chills at night, that sudden current that runs through your whole body like someone walked over your grave. That's your energy channels being adjusted. That's recalibration. Don't fight it. Don't bury yourself in blankets. Take a breath. Let it move through you. Your body is being tuned, and some of you feel the weight, that pressing down sensation, like something is on top of you holding you in place. I know that's scary the first few times it happens, but it's not what you think it is. It's not an attack. It's an encounter. Your spirit is being held still while heaven downloads something into you. Most of the time, you won't remember what was given, but you'll feel different in the morning. You'll wake up knowing things you didn't know the day before. Keep a notebook by your bed. I'm serious about this. When you wake up at 3 a.m., grab the pen. Write down what you saw. Write down what you felt. Write down the words that came to you out of nowhere. Most of the time, it'll look like nonsense when you read it back later. But sometimes, weeks down the line, you'll come back to that page, and it'll save your life. The sixth pain is in your stomach, your solar plexus, that hollow place right under your ribs, where you feel things before you understand them. That's the part of you that knows something is off about a person before they've even spoken. That's the part of you that drops when bad news is about to come. That's the part of you that's been hurting lately and you don't know why. Solar plexus pain is about the densest emotions you carry. Fear, anxiety, old shame that you thought you'd forgiven yourself for, but apparently your body remembered. As a chosen one, when you start to awaken, all of that comes up. It has to. Because you can't carry the calling of God while you're still carrying 20 years of fear in your gut. If you've been feeling this, bloating, knots, that dropping feeling that comes out of nowhere, ask yourself 2 questions. Am I confident in who God says I am? And am I letting fear make my decisions? The answers will tell you what your body has been trying to say. I've watched chosen ones carry stomach pain for years before they finally let themselves feel what was underneath it. A woman I prayed with had been to 4 different doctors. Endless tests. Nothing they could find. And the moment she finally sat down and let herself cry about something that happened to her, when she was 9 years old, the pain started to dissolve. Not all at once, but it started to leave, because her body had been holding what her mouth had never been allowed to speak. Your stomach is a holy place. It's where you carry what no one else knows about. And when it aches, it's not betraying you. It's begging you to finally tell the truth. The 7th pain is tingling. In your hands, in your feet, sometimes in both at the same time. That electric, buzzy, almost numb feeling that comes on for no reason, and then disappears just as quietly. The hands are about action. The feet are about direction. When you feel tingling there, your body is telling you it's ready to move, ready to do the thing God put in your heart to do, ready to walk into the assignment you've been avoiding. Because you didn't think you were qualified, you're qualified. The tingling is the qualification. It's the anointing settling into the parts of you that will carry it out into the world. Your hands are going to lay on people. Your feet are going to walk into places. And right now, before any of that happens, your body is being prepared. Now I want to talk to you about what to do with all of this. Because knowing what these pains mean is one thing. Living with them is another. And I don't want you to walk away from this video with information. I want you to walk away with tools. First, get outside. I mean it. Take off your shoes. Stand in the grass. Sit under a tree. Let the wind hit your face. The earth was made by God to receive what we carry and give us back what we need. Grounding is biblical. Adam was made from the dust. We come from this ground. There's healing in touching it. Second, breathe. Conscious, slow, deep breathing. The Bible says God breathed his breath into man and man became a living soul. Your breath is not just oxygen. Your breath is a connection point between your body and your spirit. When you slow it down, in for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 6, you're telling your nervous system that you are safe. You are held. You are loved. The tension starts to leave. The pain starts to soften. Third, try a salt bath. Add coarse salt or Epsom salt and some herbs if you want. Rosemary, lavender, anything that calms you. Get in the water. Close your eyes. Let yourself sink. Visualize everything you picked up that day washing off of you. Heaviness, criticism, the energy of people who drained you. Let it go down the drain when you're done. This is an ancient practice. People have been cleansing their bodies and spirits this way for thousands of years for a reason. Fourth, watch what you let into your ears. Music carries energy. The wrong music will keep your body locked in tension. The right music, worship, instrumental frequencies designed for healing like 432 Hz or 528 Hz, will calm your nervous system and help you settle. Try it before you sleep. You'll notice the difference. Fifth, consider energy work. Reiki, gentle massage, acupuncture if it resonates with you. These aren't replacements for prayer. They're complements to it. They help your body release what your spirit has already let go of. Find what works for you. Be discerning about who you let touch you. But don't dismiss these tools. They exist for a reason. The pains you're feeling are temporary. I need you to hear that. They are not permanent. They are not who you are. They are the growing pains of a chosen one being made ready for an assignment most people will never even see, let alone understand. You are not sick. You are not broken. You are not losing your mind. You are awakening. And awakening hurts. Birth hurts. Resurrection hurts. Becoming hurts. But the pain is not the end of the story. The pain is the proof that the story is still being written. There are 144,000 of you, scattered across the earth. Most of you don't know each other. Most of you have spent years thinking you were the only one who felt this way. You're not. You never were. And the body that has been groaning and aching and crying out for explanation, that body is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's responding to the call. So when the pain comes tonight, and it might, don't fight it. Don't medicate it away first. Sit with it. Ask it what it's saying. Put your hand on the part of you that hurts and tell it, I hear you. I'm listening. God is with us. And then breathe. I want you to know something before I let you go. I've been on the other side of these pains. I've sat on bathroom floors at 3 in the morning, wondering if I was losing my mind. I've gone to doctors who shrugged at me. I've had friends tell me I was being dramatic. Family members tell me to just pray harder. Pastors tell me to maybe consider that something was wrong with my faith. None of them saw it. None of them could see it. And it took me years to finally understand that what they couldn't see wasn't a defect in me. It was a calling on me. The same thing is true for you. The people around you can't see this because it wasn't given to them to see. It was given to you. And the loneliness of carrying something nobody else can name. I know that loneliness. I built everything I do around making sure no chosen one has to walk that road as alone as I did. Now I want to hear from you. Out of these 7 pains, the chest, the neck and spine, the pressure between the eyebrows, the weight on the shoulders, the leg and foot pain at night, the solar plexus, the tingling in the hands and feet. Which one hit closest to home? Which one did you feel as I was speaking it? Tell me in the comments, not just which one, but how long you've been carrying it. A year? 5 years? Your whole life? Write it down, because somebody else is going to read your comment and realize they're not alone either. The 144,000 find each other in the comments. That's how this works. That's how the body of Christ recognizes itself in a generation that's been told it's just imagining things. You're not imagining this. You never were. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell. Share this with the one person you keep thinking about while I've been talking. They're on your mind for a reason. And the link to the secret protocol is pinned in the first comment. Don't let this window close on you. Not after everything you've felt today. I'll be here, right here, waiting for the next time God sends you back.